The stadium buzzed with anticipation, a palpable energy that crackled in the air. You could feel the excitement building, a collective breath held in anticipation of the spectacle about to unfold. The home run derby was more than just a competition. It was a celebration of power, skill, and the sheer joy of baseball. And then, he emerged from the dugout, a young man on a mission. Junior Caminero, Tampa Bay's young phenom, a name whispered with reverence among baseball aficionados, stepped into the spotlight. The weight of expectations settled on his shoulders, but he carried it with a quiet confidence that belied his age. This wasn't just any game. This was the 2025 Home Run Derby, a stage where legends are made and dreams are either realized or shattered. The lights blazed, casting long shadows across the field, adding to the drama of the moment. Fans, phones raised like beacons, capturing every moment, every swing, every potential blast into the stratosphere, sensed they were witnessing something special, something historic. They knew they were about to witness a display of raw power and athletic prowess. Caminero, the youngest in the field, a David among Goliaths, stood ready to challenge the established order. He was an underdog, a relative unknown on this grand stage, but he possessed a fire within him that burned brighter than any spotlight. He swung with the poise of a veteran, a seasoned professional who had seen it all, and the power of a legend, a force of nature unleashed upon a defenseless baseball. His swing was a thing of beauty, a symphony of controlled aggression and explosive energy. Each crack of his bat, a sound that reverberated through the stadium, sent baseballs rocketing into the night, arcing against the dark canvas like shooting stars, drawing gasps and thunderous cheers, a wave of sound that washed over the field with each towering home run. The crowd was on its feet, roaring its approval. He made launching 450-foot home runs look effortless, as if he were simply flicking pebbles across a pond, captivating even those who came to see established stars, seasoned veterans who had dominated the sport for years. They watched in awe, recognizing the arrival of a new force. Caminero's performance wasn't just about numbers, the distance, the speed, the launch angle. It was a show, a spectacle of athleticism and raw power, a statement, a bold declaration that he had arrived and was here to stay, and a dream realized, a culmination of years of hard work and unwavering dedication. Years of grinding in the minors, enduring the long bus rides and the endless practices, had led to this moment, this opportunity to shine on the biggest stage, under the brightest lights where every swing was scrutinized and every home run celebrated. His energy and humility between rounds, his genuine appreciation for the fans, made him an instant fan favorite, a player they could root for, a young man who represented the future of the game. Though he didn't take home the trophy, the ultimate symbol of victory, Caminero won the hearts of fans everywhere, proving that sometimes the greatest victories aren't measured in trophies, but in the connections you make and the memories you create. He proved he belonged among baseball's elite, holding his own against the best power hitters in the game, announcing himself as a force for years to come, a player who would undoubtedly be a fixture in future home run derbies, and a contender for countless championships. This derby was his grand introduction, a coming-out party for a young star on the rise, a debut that set the stage for an electrifying career, one filled with promise and the potential for greatness. The legend of Junior Caminero, the slugger, the power hitter, the future of baseball, had officially begun, etched in the annals of baseball history. The baseball world would never forget this night, the night Junior Caminero announced his arrival in spectacular fashion. Before the Derby spotlight, Junior Caminero's journey began on dusty fields in the Dominican Republic. His raw power and bat speed caught scouts' eyes early, earning him a shot as an international free agent. He tore through the minors, leaving pitchers and fans in awe at every stop. The Tampa Bay Rays quickly realized they had a future cornerstone. Caminero's work ethic and rapid development made his major league debut inevitable. By the 2025 All-Star break, he was a household name, no longer just a prospect, but a star. His rise from a dreaming kid to a Derby sensation is a testament to perseverance and love for the game, and his story is just getting started. The 2025 Home Run Derby lineup was stacked. It was a collection of baseball's most prodigious power hitters, a showcase of raw strength and skill. Expectations were sky-high, with fans eagerly anticipating a night of towering home runs and unforgettable moments. The roster read like a who's who of sluggers, each player bringing their unique style and swagger to the plate. But fate had other plans. Just days before the event, Alex Bregman's injury opened a coveted spot, A ripple effect went through the baseball world as everyone wondered who would get the call. The unfortunate injury created an unexpected opportunity for another player to step into the limelight and prove their mettle on one of baseball's grandest stages. Enter Junior Caminero, the Rays' rising star, a young phenom known for his electrifying bat speed and prodigious power. Caminero had been tearing up the minor leagues, and his name was already on the lips of scouts and analysts alike. He represented the future of the Rays franchise, a beacon of hope and potential. He was called up as a last-minute replacement. The phone call came as a surprise, a whirlwind of excitement and anticipation. It was the opportunity of a lifetime, a chance to showcase his talents on a national stage. For Caminero, the invitation was an honor, a validation of his hard work and dedication. It was a dream come true, a moment he had envisioned since he first picked up a bat. The chance to compete alongside baseball's elite was an opportunity he couldn't pass up, and a challenge he embraced without hesitation. He knew the pressure would be immense, but he was ready to rise to the occasion. He relished the opportunity to test his skills against the best, to prove that he belonged among baseball's elite. His addition injected new excitement, a fresh face and a new storyline into the derby. Fans were eager to see what the young slugger could do, to witness his raw power and unbridled enthusiasm. Caminero's presence added an element of unpredictability to the event, making him not just an alternate but a true contender. He wasn't just there to fill a spot, he was there to win. He approached the derby with a fierce determination, ready to unleash his full potential. Caminero became only the fourth Ray ever to compete in the derby, following franchise legends like Evan Longoria and Carl Crawford. He was carrying the torch for the Rays organization, representing the team and its fans on a national stage. He aimed to make them proud. The pressure of stepping in for a star didn't faze him. He seemed to thrive under the spotlight. He saw it as a privilege, an opportunity to showcase his skills and represent his team. He was ready to represent his team, the Tampa Bay Rays, and their passionate fan base. His family, who had supported him every step of the way, were in the stands cheering him on, and his country on baseball's biggest stage, carrying the hopes and dreams of the Dominican Republic. Instead of shrinking from the spotlight, he embraced it, relishing the opportunity to shine. Caminero seized it, stepping up to the plate with confidence and determination. This unexpected opportunity, born from unfortunate circumstances, became his perfect platform to shine, to introduce himself to the world. He was determined to make the most of it, to leave a lasting impression on the fans and the baseball world, and he did. He stepped up to the plate and delivered a performance that would be talked about for years to come. The derby would never be the same, forever marked by the arrival of Junior Caminero. Preparing for the derby meant more than just power. It was about rhythm and strategy. Caminero turned to Teoscar Hernandez, the reigning champion, for advice. Hernandez stressed finding a comfortable rhythm, conserving energy, and trusting natural power. He also shared tips on blocking out the crowd and staying focused under pressure. Caminero adjusted his training, working on a repeatable swing and perfect timing with his pitcher. The mentorship gave Caminero confidence and a clear plan. Knowing a fellow countryman was in his corner made the event less daunting. Caminero entered the derby not just swinging for the fences, but with a champion's blueprint. He was ready, physically and mentally, for the challenge ahead. The atmosphere was charged, the crowd was buzzing, and the lights were shining down on the batter's box. All eyes were on Caminero as he stepped up to the plate for his first round. The pressure was on, but you could see in his eyes that he was ready for the challenge. Caminero's first round was electric. He didn't just compete, he dominated. From the very first pitch, it was clear that Caminero was in a league of his own. His swing was powerful, his timing was impeccable, and his confidence was radiating throughout the stadium. He was putting on a clinic, showing everyone what it meant to truly own the moment. His opening swing sent a towering shot deep into the seats, a no-doubter that left the crowd in awe. The ball seemed to hang in the air for an eternity before finally landing with a thud, a clear sign that Caminero had come to play, setting the tone. The stadium erupted in cheers, a wave of sound that washed over Caminero as he rounded first base. He knew he had made a statement, and he wasn't about to let up. He quickly found his groove, settling into a rhythm that was both powerful and graceful. Each swing was a work of art, a testament to years of practice and dedication, launching homer after homer, sending baseballs soaring into the night sky. It was a barrage of power, a relentless assault on the fences that left the other competitors shaking their heads in disbelief. with mesmerizing ease. He made it look effortless, as if hitting home runs was the most natural thing in the world. His swing was smooth, his follow-through was perfect, and the ball jumped off his bat with incredible force. The crowd roared as he peppered all fields, sending baseballs to every corner of the stadium. Left field, right field, center field. It didn't matter. Caminero was hitting them all out, showcasing his incredible power and versatility. Some blasts soaring over 440 feet. These weren't just home runs, they were moonshots, towering drives that seemed to defy gravity. The distance was simply incredible, a testament to Caminero's raw power. Exit velocities topped 110 miles per hour, a speed that would make any pitcher tremble. The ball was exploding off his bat, a blur of white against the night sky, leaving commentators and players in awe. Even the all-stars in the dugout couldn't believe what they were witnessing. They were shaking their heads, exchanging glances, and marveling at the sheer power and skill on display. Caminero's total easily surpassed expectations, shattering the previous high score and setting a new standard for home run derby dominance. Nobody had predicted this kind of performance, making him the man to beat. Suddenly, all eyes were on Caminero. He had gone from an underdog to the clear favorite, and the pressure was on him to maintain his incredible performance. He grinned, wiped sweat from his brow, a confident smile playing on his lips. He knew he had put on a show, and he was enjoying every minute of it, and kept adding to his tally in bonus time. Even with the pressure off, he continued to swing for the fences, adding even more distance between himself and the rest of the field. By round's end, he'd set the high mark, a number that seemed almost impossible to reach. He had rewritten the record books, establishing himself as a force to be reckoned with, stunning the field and fans alike. The stadium was buzzing with excitement, the air thick with anticipation. Everyone was wondering if anyone could possibly match Caminero's performance. All-stars congratulated him, offering handshakes and pats on the back. They knew they had just witnessed something special, a performance that would be talked about for years to come. Recognizing the show he'd just put on, it was more than just a home run derby. It was a display of athleticism, power, and pure talent. Caminero had transformed the event into a spectacle. Caminero had gone from late addition to derby favorite in a single round, a Cinderella story unfolding before our very eyes. He had seized the opportunity and transformed himself into a star. The baseball world was officially on notice, and Caminero's name was on everyone's lips. He had arrived, and he was here to stay. The semifinals brought new pressure, but Caminero stayed composed. He maintained his rhythm, launching powerful homers to all fields. The round was closer, fatigue setting in, but Caminero dug deep. The crowd's chants fueled him as he went on a late tear, closing the gap. With seconds left, he launched a final shot to advance to the finals. The stadium erupted. He'd done it again. This round proved his resilience and competitive fire. Caminero had the heart of a champion. The final round was set Caminero versus a veteran slugger. The veteran posted a tough total, raising the stakes. Caminero, visibly tired but determined, stepped in for his last swings. Each home run was hard-earned, the crowd urging him on. He took a timeout, regrouped, and surged with a flurry of towering shots. The drama peaked as the clock wound down. He came within one homer of victory. Exhausted but smiling, Caminero congratulated the new champion. He didn't win the trophy, but his performance was the story of the night. He'd pushed the winner to the limit and earned the respect of all. Caminero lost the battle, but won the hearts of baseball fans. His heroic effort would be remembered long after the final out. The legend had only grown. Caminero may have finished runner-up, but to the fans, he was the true champion. His power and charisma won over the crowd from the first swing. Between rounds, his smile and interactions with fans made him beloved. Chants of "Junior, Junior" echoed through the stadium. The connection he built with the audience was undeniable. Even after the final round, the ovation for Caminero was thunderous. On social media, he trended worldwide as the breakout star. He entered as a replacement, but left as the people's champion. Fans admired not just his talent, but his spirit and humility. Caminero's derby run was unforgettable. The 2025 Home Run Derby was just the start for Junior Caminero. He announced himself as one of baseball's next great superstars. With youth, power, and passion, he's a must-watch talent for years to come. Caminero is only scratching the surface of his potential. This derby experience will fuel his confidence and growth. He's proven he belongs among the elite, ready for any big moment. Remember the name? Junior Caminero is leading baseball's next generation. The future of the game is in very good hands.